Let's start with a small story. There was a girl called Alice. She was studying in 8th standard and she loved dancing, but due to her financial conditions she was not able to afford classes and pursue a career in the same. Yet she kept practicing her dance moves at her home, all by herself. Days passed by and her graduation year came up. After that she was going to enter a new life, new rush of everyday struggles. Every year she thought to herself that next time I will participate in the annual dance competition, but somehow each year she postponed, and why? Because she was afraid about what if something goes wrong, and people start laughing at her. She was afraid of the judgment that she will have to go through. But this time was different. There was no next time, this was the only chance for her, it was now or never again. So after a lot of pacing and thinking she goes to her dance teacher and asks to take part into the competition and fills out the form. As the day of competition was coming close, she got nervous and more nervous, but she kept her practice going. And finally that day arrived. Alice was wearing a black dress, she was looking so beautiful and also nervous. The competition started, she went up to stage and performed well, everyone clapped like they did for other participants, and surprisingly, nothing went wrong. Everything was fine, and now she finally felt relaxed. What do you think? Did she win? Comment down. Silly story, isn't it? But isn't it the case with us? Alice feared to take part in the competition for years, and for what? Nothing. Everything went well with her, and the same could have happened in previous years. Let's face it, most of the time fear is nothing but a bubble which we make for ourselves, and we make it so big that we start to lose confidence in us. Most of the times what we fear is not even real, it's in our imagination. So what really means to be bold? Does it mean to be fearless and walk into every situation like you know you are going to win, and everything is going to be on your side? No. Clearly that is not possible. No one can be entirely fearless. Fear is essential for us to live a balanced life. But what it means to be bold, well, it means doing things that are necessary and right even if you fear them. Now the question comes up, how do we know what is right and what is necessary? Well, I think you do know the answer to that. Everyone does in one way or the other. When you see a pizza, is it right for you to eat it? Be honest with yourself and you'll find out the answer to the previous question. What do you think will happen if you keep eating pizzas for a week? Now let's go over some points which can actually help us being bold in our day-to-day life. Point 1. Develop the skill of courage. Understand that courage is a skill that can be learned and mastered through practice. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone regularly. Like building muscles in the gym, consistently facing your fears and taking action will develop your courage over time. Recognize that discomfort is part of the process, and by embracing challenges, you not only reclaim power over your fears but also expand your confidence for bigger goals. Point 2. Bridge the gap between fear and action. Acknowledge that fear is a natural part of the decision-making process designed to keep us safe. When faced with a decision, ask yourself what you truly fear about taking a particular action. Consider the potential losses and gains objectively. Challenge yourself to choose courage over comfort. Take small steps, even if they make you uncomfortable, and repeat this process regularly. Over time, you'll develop a tolerance for discomfort and build the courage to pursue your goals. Point 3. Cultivate virtues in relationships. Emphasize friendliness, compassion, cheerfulness, and non-judgment in your interactions with others. Foster a positive and supportive environment by being genuinely friendly to those who seem successful, showing compassion to those who are suffering, being cheerful towards others' progress, and practicing non-judgment. This approach can lead to more meaningful connections, reduce displeasure and jealousy, and create a supportive community.